One, take nothing personal. Allow yourself to go through the process.
Trust the process. Do not rush the process. And the journey is the best part.
I think for the most part, advice that I would give to anybody really and truly is to try to like find out who you are. Compete with yourself, you know what I mean? Think about, yo, this is where I was, this is where I want to be.
My advice, be original, be yourself. Your story wouldn't be the same as someone else, and there's no right way to do things. Just get it done.
Everybody will always have an opinion, but not everybody's opinion is right.
So what is for you. Stay grounded and keep in touch with your destiny. And the only way through that is by identifying your passion.
What advice would you give to your younger self on up-and-coming soca artists in the industry?
Advice, right? Advice is interesting. I think for the most part, advice that I would give to anybody really and truly is to try to like find out who you are. Whoever that is, like work with that and try to like keep evolving into becoming who you want to be and how you want to be. Just because I feel like it's really easy sometimes, especially in this day and age, to see other people and compare yourself to that all the time. Yeah, sometimes that comparison takes away from you like really trying to figure out how to be your best self. And at least for me, in the last like 5, 6 to 8 years of my life was when I feel like I really start seeing more and more of that and not running from it and just being like, yo, this is, you know what I mean? You could do this. This is how you operate. This is who you are. Like, keep trying to like evolve with that. And like, even in terms of things that you're trying to accomplish too, like try, like compete with yourself. You know what I mean? Think about, yo, this is where I was. This is where I want to be. And you'll kind of see that there's like steps to get to there. So yeah, I think that's the best advice I could give to anybody.
So one piece of advice that I would give to anybody pursuing not just a career in music, but just a career in general, just finding yourself, trust the process. Do not rush the process. A lot of times you get caught up on the bigger moments and we lose sight of our present reality. And it's important to appreciate you and give yourself grace and understand that it's never a matter of if, it's always when. So in the meantime, give yourself grace, love yourself, and the journey is the best part. Because when you reach your destination, it's the journey you had to look back at and see the growth and the evolution of yourself. So trust the process, don't rush it, and give yourself grace. Everything will happen in time. Just plant that seed, and once you continue to water that seed, it will grow. Unless you sit down on the seed. So you have to allow the seed to grow, right? So yeah, that's my advice.
I would say it have no right way to make it. You gotta be yourself, number one, but it have no right way to make it now. So sometimes you might feel like it is a blueprint that you have to follow based on other artists to make it, but your story will be totally different to my story or another artist's story, you know, but yeah, so that's my advice. Be original, be yourself. Your story wouldn't be the same as someone else, and there's no right way to do things. Just get it done. So in my point of view, for me, when I now started singing back these and stuff, they would have watched it as I doing the wrong thing. Until they start seeing me in Boston, New York, Miami, and then in Grenada, and flying all over. And now all of a sudden it's the right thing again, you know? So it's all about just getting it done. Yeah, so that's my advice to the youths then.
So best advice to younger Tevin, Hartman, and younger artists. Do not be fazed by the naysayers, all right? Everybody will always have an opinion. Everybody was blessed with that privilege to have an opinion, but not everybody's opinion is right. Coming up in this industry, and even looking at a wider scale in life, people will always have an opinion on what you shouldn't do, what they believe is best for you, and sometimes you have to listen to what they say. Nothing wrong with listening to what people are saying, but you also have to know that what they're saying, take it, evaluate it, And if it makes sense, put it into action or tweak it a bit to suit you. But people will always have an opinion. Everybody will always feel as though they know what's best for you, what's best for your career. If you yourself believe in a project, believe in your music, believe in yourself, don't let that sway, because it's certain advice people might give you or opinions they might give could actually shake your momentum. Nah, don't let it happen.
Advice, take nothing personal. I think, like if somebody say, I don't like that song, don't take it personal, like somebody's opinion. Like I remember when I was coming out, right? I remember when I was coming out, I had a song called Proud, right? And a woman was bothering me out, like, what nonsense is this? This is trash, this is blah, blah, blah. That's part of it. You have to allow yourself to be on your journey. Your first couple songs I did wasn't all that. But through progression, I think when we look at, somebody might look at me and say, yeah boy, that Teja fella boy, yeah. But I didn't just got here, like I had to go through the process. So one, take nothing personal, allow yourself to go through the process. And a final thing I would say too is don't look for crutches and shortcuts. Try to understand the process. So you release a song, you post it probably once on your Instagram, and then when it's not big, you complain to everybody and say they're fighting me. But bro, you have to push your song. You know what I mean? You have to do the work. Like, you can't rely on anybody else but you to do the work. And then when people see you doing the work and putting in the work, they're going to want to, you know what I mean? They're going to want to accept it, and you just have to put in the work. So I think don't look for crutches. Don't look for the DJ to wheel up my thing 10, 14 times. Like, try and push on your own and let people meet you halfway. Don't look for 90% of the work to be done by, you know. For me, what helped me a lot is understanding the process. So, okay, I walked the road today and I reached 20%. So I understand the steps that took me to reach 20%. So then when I come again, I reach 40%, and I understand the steps that helped me to reach the 40%, and again and again. So when you reach any position of I catch a hit song, I know what I have to do to maintain the career and to keep going, and to not just catch a one song and then you never hear from it before again. You know what I mean? So it's understanding the process of how to do things.
Yeah, when I go on stage and I see a little child raring to come up, I always let them come and sing because of how my father see me, right? So the advice I'd always share, not only to a young ear, anybody in this space who have a dream and they're not sure how to pursue it, the essence of your existence always comes within a comfort and a passion. Meaning to say, if you have something in life that you're willing to risk it all for, or put pleasures aside for, that is it. Not because you're brethren in school and he making the national team or you're in the football team and you getting the gills or you seen some kind of getting energy from that, you want to run down and chase that. Within myself growing up, I see that, you know, I used to play football real good as a youth. And some of the coaches, I went national team camps, you know, Republic Cup, used to siphon the best players and put them in a camp after the entire competition. I was always in that. I was playing with people like Sheldon, Bato and them kind of things, national players now. And I just realized, boy, sometimes I ain't gonna feel to play football and I'm not going and play football. But with the music now, bro, any day, feeling sad, headache, going at it, persistent, always want to do it. No matter how tired, no matter the battle, no matter the trial and the tribulation, I find, oh, I like this thing so much, and then I get to realize calling and destiny. So everybody have a gift. I can't do what I do in there because I done fed up listening to me talk my ass off done. What is for you is for you. That's my mantra. I just live by that. So sometimes you might see some going that way, and not because of singing that this year, I go in and sing that too. I have been a trendsetter, not because I want to be a trendsetter, it's because I've always been honest with my music and what I want to put out. So even if it didn't work, I honestly say that was my mood and my feeling, and that's why I contribute to this space in that year. If it then fly, then fly. We are the whole year to continue. So what is for you is for you. Stay grounded and keep in touch with your destiny. And the only way through that is by identifying your passion. You must know. Trust me, you must know. I was multi-talented in school, but I choose music because I feel like I had a fight in me throughout, no matter what. Here I am today. Don't know.
Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more of the Core Season 4 Behind the Mic. Coming up on the next episode of the Core Season 4 Behind the Mic.
And I was walking, like rain had just fallen, and I was walking and I was in the middle of everyone, like basically the whole school was there. And I fall down in the mud.
This is Young Brother representing for Nezzo TV, baddest, sickest, maddest YouTube channel ever created. Who does that? You!